Change is the pulse of possibility pulling from the periphery to the now. It is the questions unanswered, the journey through the whys and the hows. It is a sojourn through darkness with a solitary flame as guide. It is the sole destination, the navigator, and the ride. It is the blue light revelation revealed when morning cracks. It is abundance when you have known how it feels to live in lack. It is the race, the car, the ref, the scorecard, and the track. It is eyes fixed to the horizon with angels at your back. It is the purpose held with reverence, reverted to when doubt attacks. It is an energizing uncertainty, leaving no option of turning back. Poetry Africa, Durban, thank you for having me for the 50 millionth time. I am infinitely grateful. I would not be the artist that I am had it not been for this platform and the many times that it has shown me love and shown me support. I'm grateful to you. I apologize to all of you in advance. One, this poem is not finished. Two, there are children in the audience. I apologize for what is about to be said. Please cover the ears of people who are under the age of 16. It's not done. It's not done. It's not done. If I had a dick, I'd dip the tip in scripture, slide it down her throat, and call myself religion. If I had a dick, I'd fuck the earth and make her love me. Put price tags on her labor and my face on the money. If I had a dick, my nuts would be a country. I'd keep them cozy with culture, feeding phallus to the hungry. My dick erect ejects imperial electricity, deflects, disgrace, displays no trace of liability. Maniacal misogyny moves with multinational ease. And I stopped there. I had to share it. We were speaking just before the show about how women move with an impossibly dangerous sense of fear because of men who experience sexual rejection and do not understand that women have the agency to be able to say no. The worst, the most abusive men in my life, personally, professionally, publicly, have been men that I've sexually rejected. I wanted to finish this poem. I had big plans for you, Durban. Big. And I couldn't finish it because the gods would not let me write from a place of venom. But that little bit must go where it needs to go. Who of you will judge me? Christian, Hindu, Catholic, Muslim, Jewish? Who of you does not approach your God through ritual? Call it Ash Wednesday, Sabbath, fasting or sacrifice. Call it meditation, prayer, cleansing, or incantations. Call out a pantheon of gods and goddesses, or call out just one name. Muti is the protection God promised, the rock upon which all desperation rests. Muti is the spirit that carries the feet of the weary from a corner of refuge to every corner of the cosmos, making enemies cower with simple prayers. I do not walk alone. you use it. You steam in it, bathe in it. You lather it on your skin. You smoke it, blow it, ingest it, digest it, expel it, and then repel it in public. But I know you. I know what's in your bags and belts, on your eyebrows and mustaches. That is the sparkle of roots and herbs anointed with purpose from the ground. Are we not from the ground? Do we not return to the ground when we expire? Intention, married with life force, is creation. Over steaming pots of boiling herbs, my God creates. My God sweats. My God works. You know it, and she knows it. She was using it too. What hellish vortex does your body possess? A vacuum from a master race, a giant mouth spewing lava and ash. Is this your power, poverty? Stripping people down to their neediest skins. Men raised on the sorrows of their mothers don't know how to love women or themselves. They're like the powers that starve us and then pretend to feed us. Love is not charity. It is not a celebrity photo op with orphans. Africa begs for her own riches, and we turn into crumbs in each other's eyes. Like rats, we bite and blow as we go. Will a generation of mothers apologize for how we've raised our sons? Will somebody accept responsibility? We can shape the mud of our lives. Nobody owes you anything. All right, here we go. Menarche. After more than 2 decades, I'm learning how to bleed. To rotate my hips to the pain in an invisible, erotic dance. As a child, I bled all over myself, too scared to ask for help. Pills carried me through the heavy flow of my teens and 20s. With tampons, painkillers, and birth control, I believed I had conquered my body. Plugged the hole, squashed totality into a box. I've spent my most fertile days enduring blood, love, and life, planting forests in pots, channeling oceans into freeways, making myself manageable. With painstaking precision, the wilderness is breaking me and undoing more than the mothers I have come through can count on all of our hands. Pages and pages written in blood, smeared on the faces of newborn babies, on living doorways of torture and ecstasy, where we have all entered and never learned how to leave. My grandmother, unlocking dignified portals so women could choose whether or not their bodies would make more bodies demanded by husbands and culture, marriage and servitude, innumerable mouths agape, craving time, the knotted flesh of a woman's future. After a tribe of children and a philandering husband, my grandmothers gave others a chance to not be her. If I could wipe away these broken years between us, I would ask her what a lifetime measured in wombs looks like. I would ask if the wombs of 1,000 women create a chorus in her mind's ear with songs of recurring death and endurance. Is this where she retreats when she cannot bear the present? I would ask of the swollen, crimson corridor between here and the afterlife. What did she say before peering into the immortal core of a woman? Or did she and countless patients rely in silence on her steady eyes and hands? Pain makes us supple. We know this as we leave the gilded shields of our mothers' bodies. We fight for life before we breathe. Wombs can be red like palms and bones. In the head-first free-falling fits of birth, my grandmother saw the cruel sorcery of her era living endlessly. She saw the traumas we would inherit before they had labels. She saw monsters staring at her children with saliva smiles and taught her only daughter how to behave. And because my mother did not, I never have to. I would ask my grandmother if the midwives who peered into her infinite valley were terrified or delighted by the foreshadows of women who would one day crawl out into lives of our own. So this is some prose with some poetry in it, and I close with it. I can't do the entire piece. How much time? 7 minutes. A whole 7. Wow. Wow, really? Okay, let's see how far we go. Well, you know what? I'll keep looking like this. At you, Mitch. At you, Mitch. At you, Mitch. You are everything, Mitch. Okay. It's a timeline, ne? Starts in the future, we work our way back. In 3000 AD, to be human is to be African. Robotic humanoids make up most of the Earth's beings. They have the utmost respect for human DNA, a helix that links them to the beginnings of life on the African continent. 2500 AD. There are no borders in the world. There is no distance between races, genders, nations, gods, and languages. Africa is the heart of the planet. Our resources feed the world. They always have. Our people, a kaleidoscope of color and ancestry, move freely. We are revered for holding the history of humanity. We are respected for what we have endured and contributed to the world. Ours is a story of transcendence. How to dive into the heart of pain to get to the bottom of the truth. How to walk with fear without being consumed by it. How to coexist with difference through self-respect and respect of the other. Who we are is embedded in all that we do and everything that originates from us. The world eats the flesh of our land, adorns itself with our magical art, and learns through our sciences and prospers through our understanding of humanity. 2100 AD. There is no more hunger in Africa except for a hunger for memories. Our leaders are teachers, artists, and historians. They are alchemists who transform legacies of pain into dignity by helping our people hold up mirrors to themselves. Each story is important. The farmer's son who is now an entrepreneur, the descendants of slaves who learned how to read and write, the child bride who became a doctor. Our leaders are midwives of an ancient people being born again. 2050 AD. The last slave is freed in Mauritania. Child soldiers are now old men who weave fantastic tales of unfathomable suffering to wide-eyed children who sleep in warm homes and wake up to go to schools that teach them the truth. The children learn about sculptures made of bullets, guns, and shackles, and machetes that decorate every town from Addis Ababa to Accra. For every battle fought, a poet writes a poem. Our leaders are engineers, architects, farmers, builders who work side by side with the people. Our leaders listen more than they speak. Our leaders do more than they promise. 2020 AD. The women of the African continent create a tidal wave that carries the world to a new understanding of what it means to respect life. The peasant, politician, worker, student, and professional see that their lives are linked. Our leaders think like mothers, the very first leaders any human ever knows. Africa asks itself what is best for the mother and the child, because that is what is best for everyone. 2015 AD. The first female president of Egypt starts her first day at school. She is half Nubian, half Arab and Muslim. She counts stars with her father, and she prays for the children washing up on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea. Small bodies like hers that perish with fresh dreams inside them. She will lead her people to illustrate their dreams like God paints new skies in the heavens each day. She will enrage those who cannot accept that she is capable of leading. She will lead with the compassion of one who knows that the bottom of the seas were once littered with dreamers.